Hello, today I'll be discussing my board game alpha test model for my game 101 class. It's a board game that is based on the original that was given to us in class. It's called Outrun, Adventure in the Ocean. It is very similar to the original, although it's much more improved and has quite a few more elements involved. It has a beginning or start, I call it depart. You can see it on the opposite end right there, and also has an end on this close end right here, arrive. While you go around the circle, you will be rolling dice, so that's going to be the element of luck, and you're going to be following the arrows. There are like two different colors of arrows. There's gray ones and green ones. Technically, you'll be following two times the circle. That's why you're going to follow the gray first, and then as you circle around, you're going to follow the green. As you can see, there's little red stars on the board, and as well there are like little yellow hexagons. The red stars representing options for the players to purchase red cards. So you're only able to purchase red cards in the game if you fall on a red star. Now, if you fall on a yellow hexagon, either being 1, 2, or 3, that gives you an opportunity to take a shortcut to jump directly to the same number ahead if you wish, and also if you have the appropriate card. Now, as I already mentioned, red cards, the board game has 3 kinds of cards. As you can see on the screen, we have yellow, then we have black, and then we have red cards. The yellow cards and the black cards are regular cards which can be purchased throughout the game, and each player can buy or purchase up to 5 cards for each run of the game. No more than 5 cards can be purchased. The black cards are the lowest ones, and they cost 1 point, and the yellow cards are 4 points. The red cards, as I mentioned, can be purchased only if you hit a red star in the game, and they are costing you 7 points. Now, speaking of the points, each square as you go ahead is equal to 1 point, so that's how you'll be collecting points. So for now, at the beginning of the game, each player will need a piece of paper and a pen to keep track of their score. As you can see on the opposite end of the board, we have 2 pegs right now representing 2 players, and shortly we'll start playing the game. Other than that, the mechanics are pretty simple. You roll the dice. We have triangular dice. They're a little bit different shaped than any other regular dice. As you can see them, they have number 1, they have number 3, number 2, and number 4. And as you roll the dice, whatever falls on the bottom will be actually the number that counts. Each player will be rolling 2 dice, and the player can choose which amount from the bottoms to use, whatever suits best for the player's strategic throughout the game. Now let's start playing the game. To start playing the game, each player needs to roll the dice, and whoever gets the highest on the bottom will be getting to start first. Now the blue player got 1s on both dice. Now the pink player has 4 and 3, so obviously the pink player will go first. Now we can roll the dice. The pink player has number 1 and has number 4. As obviously we're gonna choose to go with number 4, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're gonna follow the arrows. Now it's gonna be the turn of the blue player. We're gonna roll the dice, and we can see we have 2 underneath and we have 1 underneath, so obviously we're gonna go with a higher amount since it's the beginning of the game, 1 and 2. For instance, right now it's the pink's turn, and if the pink has points already, we have already 3 points we can buy a card. So let's choose to buy a black card, and we can see now that the black card says your opponent will move one less. We're gonna keep that card down, and if we wish to use it, we place it in the middle of the game, and for the next turn of your opponent, this card will be applied for them. Now it's the pink's turn. I'm gonna take the dice, I'm gonna roll it again. We have now 4, and we have 3. Now if we were running multiple runs of the game, we'll know that 3 will suit us better because we can use a shortcut, because it's gonna be 1, 2, and 3, and we can jump ahead at the shortcut. Since it's the first run of the game, we will not be able to use this one, but we can see that 4 actually will land us on a red star and gonna give us the opportunity to buy a red card if we have the points, which is 7 points. We spent already 1 point for our black card, so we will not be able to use enough. We're not gonna have enough points to buy a red card, but still we're gonna proceed with 4 moves. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that now is gonna be the blue's turn. We know that we placed the card. The blue player doesn't know what's under the card until the player rolls the dice. So we're gonna roll the dice now, and we see that we have 3, and we have also 2. For the purpose of the game, we're gonna choose to move with 2 only instead of 3, and we're gonna move 1 and 2. But we open the card and it says 1 less square, so actually it's gonna be only 1 moves. And these are the simple mechanics of the game. As you progress through the game, whoever gets first at the end will be the winner. If it's a single run, this game has the option to be a single run or be multiple runs, let's say 3 usually, or can be set by the players 5, and etc. If it's multiple runs, how the scores are kept and who's going to be the winner. The winner will be the person that gets to the end, to the arrival point, with the highest score. The score will be counted as all the points from all the squares that you went around the circle multiple times, as well as at the end all the cards that you have collected and are left unused. So the red card, as we can see, 7 points. Then, as I said, the black card is 1 point. We can see that. And the yellow card is 4 points. So let's say we've run multiple runs, and the pink arrives at the end, then followed by the blue. And if the pink has 35 points but has a red card, that makes it 42 points, and the blue has only 30 points and has no cards left, that means the winner will be the pink one. And these are the most simple rules of the game. A few more cards may be added, but at this point the cards that we have are red card gives you the right to take all the cards away from your opponent. This is actually the worst red card for your opponent. This one is take a shortcut, which allows you to take a shortcut, but you must place the card before taking your turn. This is again cardless. As you can see, there are multiple of each card. Now we have one that says your opponent will be set back with 10 squares. That's a very nice and suitable card for multiple runs of the game. Now if we get to the black cards, we saw this earlier, your opponent will move with 1 less squares. Then we have another one that is called second chance, and it's take another card or keep this one and add 1 more square to move if you wish to keep that card. This black card gives you the chance to suspend 1 turn for your opponent. and this will be the black cards. And now we can check the yellow cards. We have a yellow card that's, if you place it down, upon rolling the dice, your opponent must submit one of his yellow black cards, but you're, as his another player, you are to choose either the yellow, black, or which card. Now this is a very interesting card. No shortcut could be taken. If you put this one down and your opponent actually falls on shortcut and has the red card that allows him to take the shortcut, he actually will not be able to take the shortcut. And this is also very interesting. This is you can double your moves. Again, you must place the card before rolling the dice in the middle of the game board right there. And these are the current cards for the game. As I said, this is alpha test model. This is how far it is right now. It is much better improved version of the original Outrun, although I tried to keep the idea of the original game, but still keep it more entertaining and to be easy to be used by different players, different age groups, or more so be a family game. I can show you a little bit more of the board right now so you can see it clearly, but this is how it is. It's a departure. You can follow the gray arrows, then you go up on the top of the circle. As you can see, the gray arrow turns into a green. We go around with the green as we circle this way, and we are to arrive. Technically, you're taking an adventure in the ocean, going from North America to Europe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you soon with another one, hopefully better updated version of the Outrun.